Towering over the old city, the Herat Citadel has watched over Herat's successes and setbacks with its imposing gaze for centuries. The oldest building in Herat, it is believed to stand on the foundations of a fort built by Alexander the Great. It dates back to 330 BC, when Alexander the Great and his army arrived to what is now Afghanistan after the Battle of Gaugamela. Many empires have used it as a headquarters in the last 2000 years and was destroyed and rebuilt many times over the centuries. It has served as a seat of power, military garrison and prison since its construction until 2005, when the Afghan army presented it to the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism, opening its doors to outsiders for the first time. The citadel is built on an artificial mound and stretches to 50 m east to west. Its 18 towers rise over 30 m above street level, with walls 2 m thick. A moat once completed the defences, although this was drained in 2003 to lay out a public park in the grounds. The present structure was largely built by Shah Rukh in 1415, after Timur trashed what little Ghengis Khan had left standing. At this time, the exterior was covered with the monumental Kufic script of a poem proclaiming the castle's grandeur, never to be altered by the tremors of encircling time. Sadly, most of this styling has been lost bar a small section on the northwest wall, the so-called Timurid Tower. Time's tremors inevitably did great damage to the citadel. Repeated conquerors pillaged the citadel, with locals prizing the valuable roof beams and baked bricks. The greatest indignity came in 1953 when Herat's army commander ordered its complete demolition in order to move his military base on the outskirts of the city. Only the direct intervention of King Zahir Shah halted the destruction. Subsequent neglect caused several sections to collapse. An extensive renovation program was launched in the 1970s, completed just 2 months before the Soviet invasion. Visitors enter through the modern western entrance to the citadel's lower enclosure. Most of this section is currently closed, so you are instead led through an imposing wooden gate, an atrium to the upper enclosure. This is the most heavily fortified part of the citadel and has its own wells, which were used to allow defenders to withstand sieges. Archaeological excavations are still ongoing in the main courtyard. To the left, there is a small hammam with beautifully painted but damaged walls, showing flowers and peacocks. The biggest attraction is the citadel's huge curtain wall topped with battlements. These offer tremendous views over Herat, looking south towards Chahar Su, and north to the minarets of the Musalla complex. It's also possible to make out the last remains of the old city walls. Leaving by the western gate, there is a small museum too. The citadel of Herat was completely renovated between 2006 and 2011. The latest restoration involved hundreds of Afghan craftsmen and funds from the Aga Khan Trust for Culture and about $2.4 million from the US and German governments. About 1,100 items from the Herat region are stored inside the museum at the citadel, and many have been on display. At a ceremony in October 2011, US Ambassador Ryan Crocker stated that, until 35 years ago, tourists from around the world came here to experience heritage, history, and incomparable national landscapes. We look forward to the day when Afghans and visitors from around the world will once again come here to learn about Afghanistan's rich history and enjoy the great hospitality and beauty that this land and its people have to offer. Also present on the occasion was Afghan expert Nancy Dupri, and this is what she had to say: "I've been here many times, but it was crumbling. This is impressive. I think the most exciting thing is to see something finally accomplished. I have seen so many half-finished things." Please like and subscribe our channel for more interesting videos.